bit to Phobos and put it to the HUD. So what do we see? We see that Phobos is at 10,000 kilometers from us. We are far away at 10,000 kilometers. So if you make the computation, 10,000 kilometers, we'll try to fly at 1G. Okay, let's remove the gear with G. Okay, let's. So if I want to fly to Phobos with a brachistochrone trajectory at 1G, I will need to push at a level of 250 kilonewton with a delta glider with unlimited fuel, and then I will have 1G thrust. How long will I need? Well, let's take a small computer here. So we are 10,000 kilometers away from Phobos, 10,180,100 divided by G, which is 10 meters per square seconds, divided by D, and square root of that. It's 1,000 seconds. 1,000 seconds is about 17 minutes. So we'll push during 17 minutes, then we'll make a flip, and we'll brake during 17 minutes, and we should be very close to Phobos with a relative velocity of 0. That's exactly what we want to do. The point here is that we don't want to crash on Mars. So as you can see, Phobos is setting down behind Mars, so we should not 10% margin, at the distance of 5,200 kilometers, 5,200 kilometers from Phobos, you do a flip. Okay, that's the important point. So I hope, Mile, you could follow. So you have probably to keep, yeah, I can see you, Mile. Hello, hello. You are going very quick. I hope you didn't crash on Mars. It was very, very quick. Oops, I'm afraid that mine has crashed on Mars. It disappeared suddenly. Okay, so I'm gonna give more explanation. So Then let's go to the cockpit view. As you can see, the vibrations are optimized for 1G, so that's the minimum of vibration you can have. Yeah. So we don't have anything to do but to wait for the velocity vector to be exactly 0. We make sure that we don't crash to Phobos. Mile is below. Mile is below and between us and Phobos. That's cool. I guess Mile can see us from his cockpit. And by the way, Mile, if you want to speak in Discord, it should be on. Oops, sorry. Okay, where are we now? 600 meter per second, 500 kilometers. So 500 meter per second means 2 seconds for 1 kilometer. So we need 10 minutes. Okay, we'll arrive a bit early. That's no big deal. Better than that, the opposite. So let's go smoothly to 0. Once I'm repeating the process now. Once my velocity reaches 0 here, I will change the thrust direction, keeping the thrust. I will decrease the thrust to 68 kilonewton, and I will note the exact distance where I am from Phobos. Okay, so 3 actions. Flip, adjust the thrust, flip to the direction I want, adjust the thrust, note the distance. Okay, so let's turn to 11. Okay, let's turn now. Okay, let's turn. It's 527 kilometer. Here is Phobos. Okay, I want to bring my velocity vector exactly to there. And then I can target very close to the surface visually. And I have to decrease my velocity, my thrust to 68. So I can break. Okay, 60 is good. 60 is good. So, okay, mine is coming in my projector. So mine, I hope you can break as well. So I'm going to bring my velocity vector exactly to where I want on Phobos, and I have decreased the velocity vector by 60 kilonewton. So 60 kilonewton. So, but I don't want to wait too long in order to bring my velocity vector at the location I want. So, so I took note of my distance at the time of the maneuver. It was 527 kilometers. So then I want to reverse the thrust. So I won't flip anymore. I will reverse the thrust with the retro doors open. Okay. So if you haven't done yet, open your retro doors now. And these 60 kilonewton are easily reachable with the retro doors. Okay, so let's adjust this velocity vector quicker. Okay, this velocity vector should be there, somewhere there. That's where I want it to be. Okay. Okay, that's exactly what I want. Okay. Okay, now I aligned my velocity vector with regard to phobos to the exact point of the lamb I want to. I noted that the distance when I started my maneuver, hello mile, come closer if you want. Yeah, cool. And 488 kilometers now, but I started at 527 kilometers, hello mile. Yeah, you're an excellent pilot, I'm impressed. So half of 527 kilometers is 280 kilometers. Okay, at 280 kilometers from Phobos, I want to reverse the thrust. Okay, so I just have to make sure here. You look at that. The pericenter is too low. If I go there, I'm quite under the surface. So let's have an adjustment of the velocity vector. Okay, I really want this to be at 20 kilometers, not closer. It's too dangerous. Later, it's too late to adjust the velocity. Okay, it's coming above slowly. Okay, I really want this velocity vector to go away from the limb. It's too close here. 700 meters. It's not safe. Okay, I think that's cool. That's cool now. Okay, let's align now on the velocity vector again. Okay, we should always watch for this number. It shall not decrease anymore. Okay, so at 280 kilometers, we reverse the trajectory. So I'll show you in this view. I opened the retrorotors here. You can see from outside that my retrorotors are opened here. Okay, these are the retrorotors. They are open at the moment. Okay, it's very important. Okay, we are gently accelerating to Phobos limb in front, just behind Mile. So Mile, as you are in front of me, be careful to be able to cancel your velocity above Phobos. I like very much this view. It gives me the feeling that I'm alone in my cockpit with the vibration of the engines. Okay. So we are still at 13.71. That's cool. That's exactly what we wanted. 338. Okay, be careful. We want to reverse the thrust when we've got the highest velocity. So let's take a little margin. So we'll start at 300 because, as you see, it goes quite quick. Okay, well, let's start at 300 is nice. Okay, then we'll keep a little margin. Okay. So hello, Mile. Be ready to brake as well. Yeah, congratulations for your flight. You are a bit upside down, and you should bring your gear up. Oops, I'm sorry, I'm forgetting. So here you see, I'm reversing the braking. So I need this in order to see how much I put. I put 60, 60, 60, 60, 60. 0.8. Okay, from now I'm braking. So yeah, you are not braking. You should brake. Indeed, that's cool. That's cool. So now it's approaching to me. You can see them. Okay, so be careful with the radius. Here we are a little low. So now we are first thing with the retro doors. Okay, so we can see exactly where we are arriving. That's cool. And I can see that our per center is still decreasing, so we have to correct that. So be careful not trying to the opposite. We have to push. Okay, so now it's increasing again. I don't want to be below 13. It's too close. Okay, 13 kilometers from the center. I can come back to the velocity vector. Okay, let's. Mine is still on my right. Hello, Mile. I can see you. Okay, 680 meters per second. We are 140 kilometers. If our computation is correct, we should be exactly at above the limb when the velocity vector will be 0. So at this stage, we'll just turn off the propulsion and breathe a little in order to think how we could land safely, because Phobos gravity is quite nothing. So this is very interesting. Here we've got the very large crater Sydney, so the one of the largest crater in the solar system, Sydney, which is probably the result of an impact that occurred in the early life of Phobos. It completely destroyed a part of the moon, which is itself not very well known. Phobos' origin are really unknown, and this is very, very interesting to keep exploring that. For instance, I think we land on a shape that is very famous on Phobos that looks like some grabbing. So we call that, how do we call that in English? Ravels, I'm not sure. And that's where we will land probably, because it's an easy part, and it will be in the day side. We can see part of it here, and there is another part of it on the other side. Okay, so 80 kilometers, 380 meters per second. Mine is right here. I think I could see him from my cockpit. No, I can't. Okay, I'm aligning for the landing. I can see Demos, but I can't see Mile here. Anyway, we have to concentrate. So, okay, we are a bit too high. Oops, we are in reverse propulsion, so we should do that. Okay, so when we arrive close to the velocity 0, the velocity vector will go away. So we don't have to panic with that. We don't have to track it. So we'll simply cut the velocity as close as possible from 0. And we cannot expect to be at 0 distance, of course, because we are arriving on the side. We are arriving here. So this is Phobos as a cycle. Be careful, it's not. So our pericenter is here. So that distance is 14 kilometers. So when we'll be arriving here at the pericenter, we'll be able to reach 14 here. We cannot go closer than that, or 13 here. 13. So let's stop decreasing the pericenter. Okay. Okay, Mike, please. What are you doing? Your gear are down. You don't need your gear right now. So be careful, we are reaching the 0 velocity, 876543210. Okay, so, I didn't cancel it. So I got 8 meters per second. So be careful, Mike, not to, you're already too close. So now, what we want to do is to first cancel the velocity. So I'm pushing a little to adjust the velocity as close as 0 as I can with some little push. Okay, so from there, where is my velocity vector? Yes, so now we'll switch to the surface mode, because what we want to have is a relative velocity to the surface. Please don't go to me. I have to go to the right, because so please, you can stay on my top right or on my top left, but not exactly on me. So let's try to find a place to land. So we are always moving. Here it's 14 meters per second and accelerating. So I'm switching to linear mode. So then my numpad now is in linear mode. So I can adjust my thrust easier. So first I want to decrease that. Where is my velocity vector? Well, where is my velocity vector? Okay, it's here. Okay. So at first, I will cancel my velocity vector. Okay. So I simply go to my velocity vector. Sorry. Otherwise, we won't be able to land in a clean way. Okay, here. And then let's reverse that. 14, 14, 13, 12, 10, 7, 2, 1, 0. Okay, and I keep canceling that with linear velocity. So I want this to be very, very close to 0. So I want to brake. So I play with the linear velocity in order to see when I can reach the zero velocity, then I can, okay, that's not good, okay. Okay, and now I'm canceling this velocity. Okay, it can seems a little strange, I know, but I really don't want to have this velocity. Yeah, 0.6, 0.5, 0.4, 0.3, 0.2, 0.1, 0, 0. Okay. Okay, so now we are aligned with, so every propulsion is off. We are aligned with Phobos. Let's have a look at it. Hello, Mile. So I suggest that we go to, oh, we could maybe land here somewhere at the limit of the Stickney crater, or here just below the Stickney crater and the second big crater here. I see a nice land here, so let's try to go there. Oops. So of course it's there is no way now to play with a huge engine. Actually, we don't need that anymore. Let's try to align. Oops, I'm doing that. It's completely crazy. So I want to reach this point, okay? Let's go like this, yeah. Okay, now I don't care my orientation, I care my velocity vector again. Here, please. I'm in front of you. Yes, you're right, I should pull the gear down now. Yes, you're exactly in my lights. So by the way, I think I put the light for landing, not for docking. That's cool. Okay, now let's put our velocity vector, which is still, oops, sorry, linear velocity. Let's put it exactly where we want to land. Here. Yes, exactly here. Okay. So Mile, can you be maybe a little to the right so I can see my target? Thank you. That's kind of you. So then we want to keep this velocity vector at the place where we want to land. Just remind you that we've got the doors open, so we can brake very powerful. We've got a very powerful engine to brake if we see that this velocity vector becomes too high. So I show you here, boom, okay, boom, it decreases. But what we want to do is to keep the velocity vector with the surface aligned with this target. Okay. Oh, we can even be exactly there. So of course we have to adjust permanently because Phobos turns around. We are in the main influence of Mars. As you can see, the gravitational effect of Phobos is 0. At 38 kilometers, the gravitational effect is 0 compared to Mars. So we are completely under the gravitational influence of Mars. So let's go a little. Remember that we have, so we align with our velocity vector. Exactly. And remember that we've got the retrogrades open, so we can accelerate gently. So be careful. Okay. Nice. And let's accelerate a little. Not more than 36. Then we can brake the same way. Okay. Accelerating a little more. So remember that the quantity, the duration you have accelerated must be, so what time was it? 1437, 1437.00 seconds. The duration we accelerate must be the same like the duration we are braking. Okay, so we have to keep the time to decelerate. So I will try to adjust our velocity vector. So, and during this duration, we will be decelerating in a distance that is equivalent to the one we accelerated. So we started from at 14 hours 37 and the distance was 32, I think 33. So we've got 5 kilometers. So it's time to stop accelerating and to apply the reverse thrust of 55. It's time to do that now. Yeah, 10 kilometers. Yeah, I think it's time. Okay. So we have to decelerate. So Mile, I hope you can decelerate as well. Okay. We want to bring that velocity vector a little higher. Okay, I think that's the right spot where we want to land. Okay. I hope we were not. Okay, that's altitude, so it's cool. It's cool. It's altitude. It's not distance. Hopefully, because otherwise we would have broken too late. Okay, I want this velocity vector to go down, and when it's down, okay, we'll go back to a normal thrust. 7, 6, 5, 4, stuck. Okay, we are at 5 meters per second and 9 kilometers from the surface, so we can now adjust our thrust manually. So we'll see our velocity vector coming back. I hope so, at least. So it pretends that we have a circular orbit, which means not so much, because Phobos gravity is negligible in front of Mars gravity. So where is our velocity vector? Okay, it's right there. So it's really not where we want to. So let's try to push that a little to the right, to the left, sorry. Okay, let's have it back. We can also keep that. Oops, sorry. Portal. I'm sorry. Okay, that's what I wanted. Okay, where is that velocity vector? Here. Okay, let's go. We still want it to be there. And we should maybe accelerate a little. Anyway, we've got some braking, some powerful braking. So linear velocity. Let's go. So we are descending at 20 centimeter per second. No, I'm sorry. We are descending at 7 meter per second, which is nice. Oops. Sorry. Well, I don't want mine to be too close from me. Please don't stay in front of me. There is enough space for us. Please, Miles, don't stay above me. You're an excellent pilot, but you are in front of me. Thank you. Thank you. You can be on my left or on my right, but not in front of me. Thank you. So let's accelerate a little more. So 8 meters per second. We are. What is our distance? Our distance is 9 kilometers. So at 10 meters per second, it will take a while. We must just make sure that we can brake rapidly. By the way, what are our acceleration while doing so? I'm putting some more velocity there. Okay, I'm sorry, Miles, I accelerated a little. Let's try to accelerate a little more. Yeah. Okay, I try to land exactly here. Let's see how it looks like. (5,000 kilometer altitude). That's still quite far away. 4 kilometers in altitude. Okay, let's prepare to land. Gear are down. Landing light is on. I keep the retro doors open in order to brake as necessary. From 1,000 meters, I think we'll brake. So if you see where I want to land the mile, please can you land to my right? Okay, we are approaching. Okay. So now it's time to brake. I'm braking. Be careful. Mine, you should brake as well. Okay. So where is my velocity vector? Oops, I don't know. Linear velocity. Okay, here's my velocity vector coming back. I want to run. I want to land exactly there. Five meters per second vertically. Okay, I think it's time to get horizontal. I don't know exactly what does horizontally mean on Phobos. Let's assume this should be the flat terrain. I don't know exactly. So we are at 700 meters in altitude, a little descending at 8 kilometers. So let's try to have a descent like on an airport. So on an airport, you need to have a slope of 10 degrees. So here it's a little too high, I must say. Yeah. Oh, we can see our shadows here on the surface. So that's both our shadows. That's so cool. Okay, let's land here. 400 meters. 400 meters. Maybe it's time to brake a little. So 7 meters per second. Let's have the plane horizontal. Well, close to horizontal. I suggest, Miles, that you go a little forward, 100 centimeter. Okay, I break a little and then get prepared with linear velocity to keep the plane on the ground. Yeah, so you have to apply linear velocity. Yeah. Whoops. Wow. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. Ah, yes, it's a big deal. Well, Maya, I hope you did that better than me. Okay, let the gravity is so small that I can easily get some altitude again, then turn myself. It's a very smooth landing actually. Okay, I didn't anticipate the non-flat surface. Okay, now let's push the spacecraft to the ground. Okay, Maya, I'm coming. Okay, arriving smoothly. Okay, as you can see, I'm not an excellent pilot. Nevertheless, I could land on Phobos. I could depart from Mars and I could land on Phobos. I could even be accompanied by a fellow. So as you can see, we've got a fellow here. Where is he? Yeah, he's here. He's here. Maybe I should adjust my horizon. Yeah. Okay. And now I should carefully land and keep that smooth. Okay. That's a better landing. So thank you very much, Mile. It was a pleasure to have you in a formation flying. I hope you had your stream or your Twitch. I'm trying to keep my stability. Yes, I'm stable now. Okay, I landed. Well, I think it's time to leave. We are on Phobos at the ridge of crater Stickney. I hope you can enjoy the view. We landed exactly where we wanted. Look at this landscape. It's just crazy. We are there. We are just there. Still floating around. Actually, you cannot land really on Phobos. The gravity is too slow. And where is Mars? Where is Mars? Mars is there. Okay, in the night. Venus, and you can see the Pleiad. The Pleiades. Here is it's Orion. Orion. Here you've got a sunrise of Venus, or a sunset of Venus, apparently. Got a sunset of Venus. Ah, bye bye, Mile. Okay, you left for more adventures. So here's Orion. Here are the Pleiades. What do we see? Okay, this is the night sky. Okay, bye bye. I hope you enjoyed this video. And stop. stopping the streaming now. Bye.